We're going to move on to financial applications. When your money is compounded continuously, that means your money earns money at a continuous rate. And you might recall that formula, we call it PERT. You still have your end amount. So you still have your ending value. You still have your initial value. Instead of your constant of proportionality, you have rate. That's your interest rate, and it's an annual interest rate. And then time, this is important. Time, when we're talking financially, time is always measured in years. So it's always measured in years. Okay, for this problem, money is deposited in an account for which the interest is compounded continuously. I'm going to ask you to hold on just one moment. Come over. Like a child. Not you out there listening. Okay. For which the interest is compounded continuously. So here we have this formula, PERT, that we're going to use for compounding continuously. The balance in the account doubles in 6 years. What is the annual interest rate? So we'll begin our work here off to the left. A equals PERT. The balance in the account doubles. So that means whatever my end amount is, it's going to be twice the principal. So I can substitute 2p in for A, and then I can divide both sides by whatever that initial investment was, and it's going to cancel out on both sides, and you'll end up with 2 equals e raised to the RT power. So this is your formula whenever, this is always your doubling formula. Whenever you're doubling your money, this is your doubling formula. And then from here, you can solve for either R or T. We want to find the interest rate. So we want to find this value R. I'm going to write this in log form. Log base E is the natural log of 2 is equal to RT. We're solving for R, so I'm going to divide both sides by T, and that's our formula. R equals the natural log of 2 divided by T. Well, T is 6 years. So in our calculator, we're going to take the natural log of 2, whatever that value is, we're going to divide it by 6. After we do that, you're going to multiply that value. Then, this is important, then multiply by 100, because we want to change it to a percent. Now, we skipped this part many, many times, and I've begun teaching not to skip this part. So we want to multiply by 100 because it's so important to be able to round to 3 decimal places. And if you don't multiply by 100, you have to go out to the 5th decimal place, and that's where we make a mistake. So multiply by 100 to change to a percentage. Okay, so then we're going to have 11 point something. So go ahead and put that in your calculator, round it, multiply by 100, and then when we round it, we get 11.552%. So we want to round to the 3rd decimal percentage. Okay, the 3rd decimal percentage. So in the percentage, the 3rd decimal place. And that's what our annual interest rate would be. Okay, you go ahead and try. And while you're still computing, I'm going to begin to show some work. And I'm going to round to 3 decimal places, and that's what I get for an answer. Hopefully that is what you got for an answer. And we can move on to our last example.